going on, everyone? This is Escobar972, or Esco for short, and I'm bringing you part 3 of my series on baseball heroes. And what I wanted to actually talk about now is the skill point aspect of the game. So before I get into that, actually I wanted just to show you different ways that you can add to your skill points. So from your inventory, and let me just click on that, there's different things that you can buy for your character, such as your glove, belt, helmet, shoes, your bat, and your goggles. So at first I didn't really understand it, and I just bought everything blue to be all color coordinated. But then I realized that buying certain gear will give you different increases in your attributes for your character. So for example, at first I was buying the blue shoes and realized it was adding to my contact hit. And I was like, no, I want to increase my power, so I got the red shoes. So my character looking is not color coordinated per se, but I wasn't really concerned with that. After a while I was more concerned about where it was adding to as far as my character's skill points go. So what I try to do with my character, and I may, as it gets more into the game, I might change it, but I've tried to add more or less more to my luck and power than my contact. And here's the reason why. The reason why I have it like that is, first of all, to me the luck is the most important aspect of the game as far as your skill points go. And the reason is, if you get a lucky hit, as I was mentioning before in the basics, you increase your skill gauge, your combo gauge, by times 3 per your lucky hit. So for example, if you get a double, well, that's 2 as far as your bases go, but then it's multiplied by 6, or not, sorry, by 6, by 3 on your combo gauge. So the key to batting better, and I feel, is to make sure that, one, you don't strike out, because if you strike out, your combo gauge goes all the way back to 0, which can really kill you in the game. But also on top of that, it's adding a whole lot to your combo gauge. So I've had it where I've got a lucky hit and hit a home run, and it would fill my combo gauge almost halfway from that lucky hit. And that's real important when you're trying to score runs, you're trying to come back, and you need that automatic home run in order to do so. So the faster you can fill up your combo gauge, the better you are going to be as far as the amount of runs that you're going to score. Now, I've had games where I've filled up the combo gauge all the way up to max, 2 and 3 times, and that leads to a very high score. So that's why the luck points to me are the most important. Next, with the power hits, you want to be able to hit the ball as far as possible. So to me, the power skill point is just as important, because the more you can hit as far as hitting home runs and extra base hits, is the faster the combo gauge is going to go up. So if you're always getting singles, it's only going to go up a little bit. But if you're hitting doubles, triples, and home runs, it's going to go up a lot faster. So that goes back to what I was saying before. The faster your combo gauge goes up, the better you are going to be as far as getting more runs and scoring more often. So that's the way I allocate. I have a little bit, as you can see, allocated to contact, but I'm trying to build up as many points as I can towards luck and power in order to build up my combo gauge as high as possible. So that's what I would recommend as far as being able to bat better. I found that once I did that, I moved up from, say, batting 400, well, about 400 to 500 per season, all the way up to 600 to 700 per season as soon as I changed and allocated the points that way. Now, another suggestion or recommendation for this game is make sure that the computer that you're running on has, it doesn't have a lot of programs running in the background. It has a good amount of memory as far as RAM goes, because this is a game of timing. I mean, there's more to it than that, because it's a game where a lot of it is controlled by the system itself, which I'm about to get into as well. But some of it is up to you as far as your timing of swinging the bat to hit the ball. So the more often you get a nice hit where it says nice, that means you're going to automatically get a hit. So the more often you get that, the more often you're going to be on base. But in order for you to get that, you have to have good timing when you swing your bat. Now, if you have a computer that's laggy, or your connection isn't good, or your memory isn't good, it's going to be harder for you to hit the ball. I found that out, that I was using another computer that was real laggy, and I was finding out I was striking out a whole lot because it was hard for me to time the ball. There's times where I couldn't see the ball, or I swung and I just couldn't make any contact, and that was leading to me striking out, the combo gauge going back to 0 a whole lot, and me having a lower batting average. So the moment I started using a computer that had that was better as far as allocating the resources and had better memory, the better I hit. I mean, it was just night and day. So I definitely suggest that you use a computer that's optimal for this. I think this is a flash-based game, so make sure that you have a computer with good memory so that you don't run into those problems. Now, going back to what I was saying as far as the way that the game works, well, I've noticed that a lot of times there's some times where you have no control over the game. Like, you'll hit the ball and it automatically, you get out, and there's nothing you can do about it. Your team won't hit and you just lose automatically. So there's a lot of times that happens. There's been many of games where I felt I did everything I could possibly do, and I just can't win. It's just not set for me to win. I've had times where I've had a lead, and then the computer will just come back and beat you, and you get frustrated, but there's nothing you can do, because it's almost like it's set for you to either win or lose. You got very little margin for error as far as what you can control in this game. So that can be kind of frustrating, especially if you're hitting for a high average, you're doing everything that you can do, and you're still losing. Because I've gone through seasons where I've just lost a whole bunch in a row and there's nothing I could do about it. Now, over here, once you get into more advanced, and you get more advanced gameplay, and you get further in the game, you'll have a trainer. So right here, I already did the other two, and this guy is ready. So what this trainer does is it adds a new aspect to the game as far as you getting more rewards. So for example, right here, he's asking what I want to do. So you can choose from different things that you want to do. It just tells you how long it's going to take for that stuff to complete. So what I usually try to do is I'll try, depending on how I feel, if I want to say rank up, because every time you do this, the reward, if I'm not mistaken, is 2 skill points. So if I want to get 2 skill points right away, I may do it so that it'll go to the next level, and I'll get the skill points. So right now it's saying, see, if you hover over, it says reward 2 skill points. So right now I got 240, and to level up is 675. So if I want to level up, I can choose from one of these things to decide how far I want to go as far as whether I want to level up or just get the points for it. So I'm just trying to decide here what I want to do. So if I use the leg press here, it's going to give me 720, but it's only going to take 240. So or 24 hours, I should say. So I usually use this one here, the leg press, because it gives you the most bang for the buck. Um, I mean, the 48 hours to wait for the next time you can use it gives you 600, but to me, I'd rather use it 2 times a day or 1 time a day as opposed to waiting 2 days and only benefiting an extra 120 points. So let me go ahead and do that. So and as you see there, I get an automatic 2 skill points, and what I'm going to do is go back home and allocate that to my character. So let me go ahead and add 1 to power, 1 to luck. Okay, so I've set that, and let me go ahead and pause this for a second here.